The first 2 weeks with our son were the most intense weeks in my life. I've never felt so desperate, so exhausted, and so tired in my life before. We had to spend those 2 weeks in the intensive care unit because our son all of a sudden would stop breathing, and they had to observe him in an incubator nonstop. My birth itself was very beautiful. It was just as I imagined and wanted it to be. I tell you all about this in this video here. But those 2 weeks right after birth, they broke me. I was not allowed to sleep in the same room with him. I was sleeping one floor underneath, and I constantly ran up and down to see him and to be with him. I didn't know when he was awake. I didn't know when he was hungry. I couldn't hold him all the time because he had to be in this incubator. I felt trapped in the hospital. I felt trapped in a situation that I couldn't escape from. And all those hormones were playing crazy inside me. I was crying so much, like never before in my life, while at the same time, I was so happy about our son being finally here. It was a medley of emotions. And just looking back now, I could cry again. At the same time, I was fighting with blocked milk duct because he was too tired to be breastfed. I felt like I was nonstop pumping, trying to breastfeed, and he wouldn't drink, trying to cuddle him, but knowing I have to pump again, and so on. And this every 2 hours. So it just continued and continued. I was not sleeping at all for 2 weeks, I think. And all of this together, this pumping vicious cycle, was so difficult for me. Yeah, and this was in total an experience that I don't wish anyone else has. So for anyone who has been in the intensive care unit with her little one, my strongest respect. You are so strong. This was my part 2 of the birth story. It was not as fun as the first one. The first one I will link here. But it is life, and this is what happened those 2 weeks right after birth. And my emotions were all over the place. I felt so, so, so happy when I was finally able to be back home after 2 weeks. And then all this breastfeeding issue suddenly just disappeared. It was really a mental thing as well. And once we were home, everything was just the way you always imagine. But the first 2 weeks were tough. Coming up next, I will tell you how much weight you should optimally gain during pregnancy.